It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What's up, Jones Bones? It is your girl, United Random, and today I am doing a collaboration with the lovely V Love and Crystals. I have been repping her cards for a little while, you know. The link is always down below. If you go to her Etsy shop, you can go ahead and get some Unitedly Random discounts if you put Unitedly Random inside of the checkout box. However, this is the first time that we've ever collabed in this sense. You know, I've dealt with her cards a lot. I love them. But this is okay, so I'm really excited, you guys. Hold on. Give me a moment. Today we are doing a reading, and the reading is, am I on their naughty list? Okay, so the intentions behind this is, you know, you have that one person you haven't really talked to in a while, and you know, they pop up in your mind and you're like, whatever happened to that person? Or, you know, in some other cases, I'm one of those people that overthink. You know, I think, okay, maybe that person didn't like me, or maybe that person doesn't like me, and it all comes down to, you know, not necessarily communicating with them. People have their own lives, they're doing their own things, and it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with us, right? So that is why I wanted to go ahead and do this reading. Now I'm really hoping that this camera is in focus, y'all, because if it's not, I'm beating my camera up. So we have three groups. This is group number 1, this is group number 2, and this is group number 3. We have Christmas bulbs all down the row. Take a few seconds, few moments to breathe in for 5, hold for 3, and let out for 7, okay? And do that 3 times to just kind of tap into the collective energy. If you guys haven't already seen V Love and Crystal's video, since we're doing a collab, her link will be down below. You can go ahead and click and see if the messages link up in any type of way. Let me know. Let me know. So let's go ahead and get started with group number 1. Group number 1. Hey, you guys. So we're doing the, you know, am I on their naughty list? And the first card we got is the 4 from the Secondly Oracle cards. Now this card represents solitude, being a little bit alone, and just kind of this pondering, thinking about things over and over again. It's not necessarily giving me any bad negative feelings like you're on the naughty list just yet. It more so feels like there's a lot of memories attached to you guys. There's a lot of kind of, it didn't finish like it should have finished, if that makes sense. It feels like some discontentment, like things didn't end the way they should. There's a lot of pondering and thinking like, oh, you know, I wonder if things were different, how things would end. And I think you guys, whoever you're asking about, you guys have a lot of memories with each other, and so that person's kind of just going over those memories in their head over and over and over again. And we also have the harmless card. So the harmless card, are you on their naughty list? Harmless card? I don't think so at all. I don't think so at all, because, you know, if you were on their naughty list, you had to have hurt them in some way. And while the situation might have hurt them, I think it honestly helped them become a better person. So if we're talking about an ex, you know, maybe they were doing something they shouldn't have been doing, and that caused you guys to break up with each other. And now that you're like, okay, is he mad that I had to break up with him? He kept doing this, but I had to walk away from that. No, you walking away from them propelled them into being a better person. We do have the prepare for unpleasant news. So unpleasant. I think that you're not on the naughty list, but it was unpleasant. The whole situation was quite unpleasant between the two of you guys. It wasn't, you know, sunshine and everything when you guys stopped talking. I think there was a lot of drama involved in this situation. And the situation arose because someone had to make a choice, right? So we have the tarot card, right? The tarot card is the 3 of Swords. This is the third party interference card. I feel like that person had to make a choice, and they chose someone else, and they're thinking like, man, I probably should have chose the other person. So if that's your situation, if somebody walked away from the relationship and now you guys have regret about it, I mean, you could have even walked away from the relationship for someone else and now you're having regrets about it. I don't see a lot of hard feelings about it. I do see regret. So then we have the discernment, and it's also the eclipse in Capricorn. This person could have been a Capricorn. If not, let's talk a little bit about discernment. What does discernment mean? The ability to look at things, I feel like in a more, I'm putting this Alia spin on it, but in a more objective manner. This happened for this reason, you know, being able to look at it and be like, oh yeah, although this hurt, it was there for a greater good. And I feel like this situation was here for a greater good. It does hurt, but it was the pain that you needed to step into a higher state of being. We have the sustain. I feel like if right now, you know, you're asking about this person, like, I wonder what they're doing. Are they thinking about me? Am I on the naughty list? Do they hate me? I don't really see any hate. I see just kind of like this, that relationship propelled that person to be a better person, or that relationship propelled you to be a better person. And I see that that change is sustainable between the two of you guys. I don't think that you guys are going to be coming back together, but I feel like you guys changed each other for the better. And that's something that you can take with you forever. Memories never necessarily go away. They exist. You know, you can think about someone and think about the good they did for you and the love that you shared, and not share that love anymore in that moment. Or, you know, you still love them, but you know, you found out that you could love something else more, is what I'm feeling. We also have the dancing Mr. Skeletons, and it says the bones of a new man in love relationship are on the way. It is only the beginning, so build a vision with him. Take care, the early stages are fragile. So I'm really feeling like this is a relationship. You know, you're thinking about your ex and you're like, does he hate me? And you're having these thoughts because that person probably had a lot to do with who you are today, and they helped you a lot along the way. Spirit is saying, you know, it was needed, it was necessary. There's no hard feelings here. It was just a goodbye that needed to happen. But also, along with that goodbye, Spirit wants you to know that 2021, some love is coming your way, some changes is coming your way. You talking to someone right now? Spirit's trying to tell you, are you talking to someone right now? Is someone about to pop up? I think there's a new person coming into your life where you're going to have a better relationship once you let go of this past relationship. But you can reminisce on it. You know, there's a thing where you can reminisce and grow from and still be able to look back at the last relationship. Just don't compare this relationship to that relationship. Two different people. Spirit's just making me go ahead and point that out right now. But that relationship propelled you to be where you are right now, and you're ready for this new relationship with Mr. Skeleton. And things are gonna work out, I feel like, with that situationship. So if you guys have been with my pick of cards before, I like to end my readings with one of these like little cards to, like, you know, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this energy, just energy that Spirit wants to convey to you. And I didn't pre-shuffle them because I was like, you know what? I haven't shuffled in a video in a while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out a card for you guys. And it says, take a leap of faith into the unknown. Take a leap of faith into the unknown. And it's interesting because we say the propel, going forward, and it's harmless. Don't be afraid. We also have unpleasant. So it's uncomfortable in choices. So not only is this talking about this situation, but I feel like you have another choice that you're dealing with that you have to take a leap of faith into the unknown about. And I think it might have something to do with this new relationship. Overall, you are not, they're not thinking about you and being like, you know what, I hate that person, they're this and this and that. They're not talking too negatively about you. overall, and I see a lot of greatness coming into your life. So if this resonated with you, go ahead and let me know with a like down below, a comment if you will, a subscription if you must, and I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to group number 2. Group number 2. Hello you guys. Thanks for coming and watching another video with me. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this. So for your first card, we have the 24th card of the Sekoli Oracle deck. This is the card of kind of looking behind the door, checking in on someone. There's more so like a fear type of energy behind this card for me. Kind of like a hiding away type of energy. It doesn't give me the idea of if you're on their naughty list, more say. It gives me a feeling like you're kind of afraid of them. Like, you know, you're kind of like, oh my gosh, what are they gonna do? Maybe they said some things to you that you're like, oh my goodness, what are they about to do? I do see the Independence card. I feel like this relationship happened and you were like, you know what, I want to be alone. I want to do my own thing. This is suffocating. Maybe the relationship was very suffocating to you and you're like, oh my goodness, gotta walk away. Or it's the other way around, you know. Sometimes relationships can be a little bit much. We have the Independence card. I feel like there wasn't like no hard feelings, but I want to do it my way. I want to do it alone type of energy behind this. We see removal, and there's a little bit of an emptiness with that removal card. There's a separation, a walk away. I feel like, yeah, maybe there's some hard feelings behind this, but I don't feel like they're like, oh, I hate that person. You know, they're not on my, on my give a present to list. You know what I'm saying? You're not on the naughty list as of yet. We also have trust is mutual. So I feel like there was a problem with trust in the relationship, and that's why it came to this point where we have this, we're not together on a lot of things. We have this walking away from this situation and things aren't feeling that good. We also have the get back to nature card. So I feel like it's a more peaceful time. There's not a lot of negativity in this alone, but it's more so like I want to do things my way. I want to live life my way. I want to do my own things. I don't want stress. I want to walk away from things which I feel like don't serve me. And it's not necessarily you, and it's not necessarily them, but the whole situation. It was like, okay, I'm stressed, I walk away from it. That's what I'm feeling. And I see the Tower moment, and I feel like this was really within that person. It had nothing to do with you, but it was just like, while you might have trusted this person, they kind of didn't feel that security as much in the relationship. They kind of felt like more antsy in that relationship, and they kind of felt like, you know what, I want to do everything alone. You know, I want to be my own self. I'm tired of this energy going back and forth, possibly. And they just kind of walked away. But you know, you feel like they're looking at you every once in a while. They're trying to peek in and see what you're doing, and you're like, hey, didn't you walk away? Like, why do you keep coming back? You know, it's really has a lot to do with their inner problems, their inner mentality, where they're going at in life, and they're going through their own little journey. We have the Bat card. So the Bat card is, I feel like it's a very not necessarily a very independent animal, but you know, they dwell in their caves. It's kind of that cave hermit energy. That's where I'm going with this. A lot of hermit energy surrounding this situation. There's a separation. It didn't have a lot to do with what's going on with you. It's just like, I need to do this to get to my next part of my journey. Things are going on. Initiation is your next card. It's the Sun in Cancer. Okay, so you're either a Cancer or that person is a Cancer, has their Sun in Cancer. Cancers are more emotional cards. And with that card, I feel like they had this drive, they had this desire to do something new. They had this desire to start their spiritual journey or their physical journey. Maybe they started going to the gym more, and that coupled with this relationship became a little bit too much stress. They didn't trust the relationship as much as they felt like they should have been trusting the relationship. Maybe things were coming up and it was just easier to walk away from it because they were having a tower moment inside their head. They still pop into your DMs. They'll probably still look at you. It's not because they hate you or they want to know what you're doing, okay? They walked away, but they come back because they want to know what you're doing. We have the tombstone. So it says, what has been dead and buried will rise again. Allow the dead to rise. See what has survived in this transformation of your life. I honestly see, and with my group number 1, it was actually the opposite. I didn't see them kind of coming back together or reaching a point where they come back together. In this reading, I honestly do see a point in which you guys come back together. I see a point in which you guys come back to work on things a little bit. That person, like, if y'all coming back together, that definitely means that this isn't this negative situation like you might have in your head. This person doesn't hate you like you might have in your head, because I see the opportunity to come back together. I think, and this is just, good old Unitedly Random, getting random on you, right? I think that the going got a little tough and we had to walk away for a moment. It had nothing to do with you, because if it did, we wouldn't want to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't want to come back to what we had, right? I do see that coming back together. Maybe this person is looking at your social medias. You might feel like someone keeps noticing you. You might feel like, he has my name in his mouth. And you're like, well, what's going on? What's good? And it's just more so like, I'm tied to you in some type of way. I'm tied to you and I can't get away. That's what I'm feeling, is this connection. Y'all definitely have some sort of soulmate connection in this situation. Wow. But there's a lot of growth that needs to happen in between this. But definitely, are you on the naughty list? No. You guys just are going at a separate journey for a little while. That's what it is. You guys are going on separate journeys for a little while, and I feel like you guys are going to come back together towards the end. Now, if you don't want to be with this person, all you got to do is just be like, nah, I'm good, when they come back together. But like, if you do want to be with this person, I do see an opportunity to come back together in some type of capacity, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there if that's something that you're wondering about. If you've ever been at a pick a card reading for your girl, you're not at random, I like to end my readings with one of these cards right here. They're here to give me some type of message that Spirit feels like you need to hear right now. And I haven't shuffled on camera in a while, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna shuffle on camera, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you, a card. And the card we actually got is, life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can. This is really pointing me in the direction that you're going through a journey, and this person is going through a journey. So instead of just, focusing on this one picture that you want to paint, life is a big canvas. Throw all the paint on it that you can. Get colorful with it. Go and do these different things that you probably never really thought that you wanted to do, because you're focusing on that relationship in that situation. And I'm not trying to get preachy with you, but I feel like this is a part of the journey. This is a part of how you guys are going to come back together, because both of you guys are going to get to the point where you're very independent and strong. Makes me feel like maybe you guys had a little bit of a codependency relationship, and that's why it ended. Nothing's wrong. You guys stepped away to become stronger in yourselves, just to come back. There's no negative energy right now for this. We do have removal. We have the removal and journey and walking away. We have the initiation. Things are starting, so there's a lot of energy surrounding this, but it's more so that mental turmoil, which, drove a wedge in between you guys. And I think that with mental, you need to take, it's not, hey, I'm going to be done with being depressed today and it's just over. It comes back. It's like a wave. It's like a sea. It's like, how you doing? What it be? So I do see that that's that's something to do with it. If this resonated in any type of way, go ahead and leave a like down below. Comment if you want. Subscription if you must. Go ahead and check out V Loving Crystals Pick a Card reading. Let's see if we resonate in any type of way. Did we tap on the same things? Do you feel like we're talking about the same person? That's interesting. And I will see you guys next time. Let me know if you have any questions that you would like me to answer down below with my cards or and whatnot. And like I said, I will see you next time. I'm moving on to group number 3. Group number 3, how are you guys doing, my lovelies? I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this reading. The question is, am I on their naughty list? You know, their naughty list. And we have the 14th card from the Secondly Oracle deck. Now this card, this card is, it's an interesting card. So I'm going to describe what it depicts if you guys can't see it. It is someone kind of breastfeeding a bunny. Okay, it's a white bunny. I see a lot of innocence in there. I feel like this person is someone that either you helped a lot along the way or they helped you a lot along the way, okay? So that might be a little bit, maybe they stopped helping you the same way and it's making you feel a little stressed, like, wait a minute, are you tired of being around me? Are you tired of helping me? You don't care about me anymore? We do have the shield, okay? And I feel like this is speaking to another thing. I feel like you might have been in a situation when you were younger in which you felt like people didn't like you as much or didn't care for you as much. And now because that person isn't doing the same thing that they used to do, you're feeling like, oh, wait a minute, you don't like me the same, or you're not feeling the same way about me. And you're trying to shield yourself to protect yourself from, you know, things going bad or things going awry, because you're like, wait a minute, I like this person. I don't want things to go bad. I understand the want for things not to go bad. It's calling for you to actually get grounded. So out of all of my cards, I feel like this is something that is currently happening. Not necessarily someone from the past, but this is some current energy. And you're feeling very anxious about this situation because they're not helping you the same way that they used to. Or maybe you weren't able to help that person the same way that you used to help them, and now they're acting different, and you're like trying to shield yourself to protect yourself because you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? So I feel like it's calling for you to actually ground yourself. We have the past will visit. The past will visit. So this is something that's recently happened. I know it says the past. I feel like it's something that recently happened, but it's just like, I think maybe you're relating this situation to a past relationship that you had. Like, this is how my ex did it, so I see you doing something that my ex did, and now I feel like you're just like my ex, and you're gonna do me just like my ex did. That's not the case. I feel like it's more so in your heart, it's in your feelings, but that's not the real situation right now. Are you on their naughty list? I don't see that being the case so far. I see it more so being an insecurity issue right now. You're not feeling very secure in the situation, okay? We have seek guidance. Seek guidance. Because when you seek guidance, you'll actually find that grounding. I feel like you're being very protective of yourself because you don't want to get hurt. You've been hurt before and you're like, oh no, like you're acting different. You're acting strange, you know. Do you hate me now? Like, what's going on? It's not the case. I think that is really the mentality and how you're seeing things. We have the Empress in reverse. So the Empress usually represents this energy of this motherly energy, this giving energy, this fertility, and it's in reverse. So there's a little bit of a slower growth. There's a little bit of a slowdown, like snail pace moving. Things aren't moving in the way that they used to move. You're not feeling as nourished or supplied as you used to feel, and you're like, wait a minute, things are moving slower. This actually, in contrast to the Secondly Oracle card and the Empress right below it in reverse, I feel like these are the two opposites of each other. I think things used to be a little bit of this give and take, give and take, give and take, and then like someone stopped giving. You know, I feel like that's the type of energy that happened, and things, the whole dynamics of everything changed because that person stopped giving. And at this point, you have to ask yourself, was I just taking and not supplying anything back? Or were they just taking and not supplying anything back? Because if that was the case, then this is something that really needed to come to an end. But all in all, I don't see this as this person like, oh, you know, this person is getting cold for Christmas, they're horrible. Because either way, if I'm helping, here's the energy. If someone's helping you, they care about you, right? And because they stop, it doesn't mean they don't care about you. It means a lot of other things, like life got hard, right? I can't continue to help you because I have to help myself. And sometimes you have to help yourself so you can help other people better. I see a little bit of like a no hard feelings, more so like the hurt. The hurt is more so inside. I don't know if it's you or that person, but it's like, wow, I need to protect myself. So in these cases, when you feel the need to protect yourself, you get a little bit more aggressive. I don't know if it's you or him, or her. I mean, I don't know the gender of you guys, but that person's getting a little bit more aggressive. It's not because they hate you, you're on the naughty list, but it's just because they want to protect themselves because something in the past treated them in the same way and it ended badly. So they're just really looking out for themselves right now. And it's timeless. This is that timeless energy. Things aren't going to change anytime soon with this, because this is the energy that will precede any type of situation. This person is always going to feel a little bit more shielded if maybe you were doing something for them and then you stopped and now they're feeling like, wait a minute, what are you doing? I think honestly, either way, I don't know if it's you or them, doing gestures for that other person is their love language, okay? And why that might not be your love language is just something that you do along the way and you're like, oh, okay, let me do this for you, let me do that for you. That's that other person's love language. So when you stop doing it, where's the love? They're asking, where's the love? Or you're asking, where's the love? The love is still there, but because of past experiences, it taints your ability to continue to feel the love, because in past experiences, you got hurt when these things were happening. We have give me a second. We have invention. So this is some legal Virgo type of energy, making a new thing, invention. I think it's time to make a new mindset. Break that mindset in which, you know, you have to shield yourself from people hurting you. Because yes, you have to shield yourself, but I think you're overly shielding yourself, and this is either for him or you guys are over shielding yourself right now to the point where you're pushing the other person away, and it's making them feel like, oh my goodness, like, are we good? Like, what's going on? Like, is this relationship good? Do you not like me? What's going on? And it's because you have to invent a new way of looking at it. Look at this picture. It has the sunlight beam streaming down from the the conscious mind. You know, see things at a different light is what I'm saying. That's what you need to do. Try to see things at a different light. And I feel like this is something, honestly, you've seen before. You have a pattern of doing this, like pushing people away, or he has a pattern of pushing people away because you're afraid that they're going to hurt you. Make sure you ground yourself and seek guidance, because if you don't ground yourself and seek guidance, this is a problem that I see is going to continue to follow you or him. Then we have take flight. Escape your world. Escape your world. What did I say? Invention. See things from a different point of view. Escape this world where you feel like you have to shield yourself from people hurting you. You do, but you're over shielding and you're pushing people away. Ascend higher to your soul self. Clarity and desire will lift you. As you connect to your higher truth, you will fly more freely. I feel like you're being bogged down with the past. You're being bogged down with this hurt. And that's why the cards are calling for you to seek guidance to actually deal with that hurt, actually deal with that shadow self, because then you're really gonna unlock something great for yourself. Overall, I don't feel like you're on the naughty list at all. Right now, I feel more so that you're hurting. You're really hurting. Him, I want to be open because tarot and oracle, they can go both ways. This could be the other person. But there's this energy of hurt. A lot of energy of hurt. And there's this want to be better. There's this want to see things from a different point of view. There's this want for growth. But it's a sticky situation. So, if you ever did a reading with me, pick a card reading lives, I like to end with these little red cards. I haven't, oh my goodness, that came out fast. I haven't shuffled on, camera for a while, so I wanted to go ahead and do it for you guys. And wow, that card came out fast. So the intention with this card, because I'm all over the place, is that this card is just what Spirit wants you to hear. Spirit feels like you need to know this. Doesn't necessarily have anything to do with this reading, but it's just Spirit said, group number 3, you need to know, baby, that peace comes from within. Don't seek it without. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. So I'm really looking at this, and I really feel like I'm talking about you. You're feeling really hurt and this and this and that, and you're projecting and you're shielding yourself, and you're getting angry and you're popping off, and you might have said some things that you really didn't mean to say, but you said them anyway, and now you're like, well, are you going to come back? Are you going to come back and help do the things that you used to do? I pushed you too fast. I pushed you, not necessarily too fast, but I pushed you away because I was hurt. I didn't mean it, but also I'm not going to say sorry because YOLO. Find peace within yourself. Ground yourself. Meditate a little bit, meditate a lot, a bit more. You need to have your hermit mode to like really, unlock some truths within yourself. Find some peace within yourself. Seek guidance. We have a wonderful community, V Loving Crystals. She started a wonderful community of people who are there to support you. I think that this is the time to start doing some shadow work. Definitely. This is definitely some time to start doing some shadow work. So, I hope that this reading resonated with you in any type of way. If it did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you may. Go ahead and check out V Loving Crystal's video. This is a collab. So she did one, I did one. Let us know if it resonated on both ways. Did the cards and readings tie in together? And I will see you guys next time. Much love and positivity. And let's get random.